Which restaurants and entrees are going to actually save you money with the Disney dining plan? And how can you make sure no snack credit is left behind? Is there a way to get all your theme park food for free? We are outsmarting the Disney dining plan today here on DFV Guide. Come along with us. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog, and I am glad you are here. We got a plan to outsmart that Disney dining plan, but it's going to take a collaborative effort to pull it off. Ready to work together and save some cash? Great. Let me show you what we're working with here. I'm calling this plan Operation DDP. First up, you can't dive into a mission of DDP espionage if you don't even know what the asset is. So let's crack open this case file and learn more about our target. The Disney dining plan is a way to pre-purchase all or most of your Disney World meals up front. You can add the DDP to your Disney vacation package, which bundles the price of your Disney hotel room and Disney theme park tickets together with your food, so that all you have to do when you get to Disney World is head to one of the restaurants featured on the dining plan, eat there, and use your dining plan to pay for it. When you purchase the dining plan, you'll receive a set amount of credits, which is DDP speak for the unit of currency for the Disney dining plan. In general, 1 credit equals 1 meal or snack, but some restaurants, the higher end signature ones, will require you to spend 2 of your credits to dine there instead. Each time you pay for a meal with your DDP, your remaining credit balance will be printed on your receipt, so you never have to lose track of how many you have left. There are 2 different dining plans you can choose to purchase. We'll talk more in depth about prices later on, but the cheaper option is the quick service one, which is going to give you 2 quick service or fast food meals per night, a snack or non-alcoholic beverage per night, and 1 resort refillable drink mug. These mugs are going to provide you with unlimited soda fountain refills at most of the quick service locations found around the Disney hotels, but they won't be free to refill inside the parks, just something to keep in mind. Meanwhile, the standard plan is going to give you 1 table service meal per night, 1 quick service meal per night, and a snack or non-alcoholic drink per night of your package, along with 1 resort refillable drink mug too for each person. Seems like the asset can really be convenient during our next trip to Disney World, so I wonder if there's a way we can use it without having to pay for it. Free dining is one of the most popular and one of the most beneficial Disney discounts you can find to add to your trip. This deal essentially has you purchase a vacation package that includes full price tickets and full price accommodations, but in exchange you get the Disney dining plan for free. Sounds great, right? It definitely can be a real and true deal for a lot of folks, but there are a few things you're going to want to know before you book. First of all, free dining is not always available. Disney tends to use this lucrative deal to entice people to come during some of the slower times of year for the parks. If you're able to travel in the beginning of the year, January and February, or in the very hot days of summer, you could be rewarded with the chance to get the Disney dining plan for free. There are also special deals for UK and Canadian residents from time to time, and even for Irish residents too, offering free dining promotions when they may not be available to US travelers. Sometimes there are even deals that include free dining for kids, which you can actually book for all dates from January through October 2026 right now. When you go to book, be sure to check out the special offers tab on the Disney World website, or stop by DisneyFoodBlog.com to see if there are any dining plan discounts that could save you big bucks. I'll drop a link in the description so you can check out all the current deals and discounts. There are some instances where the free dining plan may not be a good deal for you, though. Notice that this deal could not be combined with other discounts that might be available currently, like discounts on hotel rooms and tickets. This is where you're really going to have to screw on your thinking caps and figure out if you could actually save money just with a free Disney dining plan, or if you'd be better off purchasing your food out of pocket and scoring a hotel discount instead. Oftentimes, those package deals require a minimum number of nights in order to get the promotion. If you end up needing to book a longer trip in order to score the deal, it might end up costing you more in the long run. These are all the good things to check out. So always look at the fine print on those deals. And if you're feeling completely intimidated by finding those discounts, our friends at Small World Vacations are always there to help you out. They don't charge any fees for their incredible travel agent services, and they will find and apply any new deals that may pop up to your trip if it's going to save you money. Talk about a win-win. And now we've reached the most important step in our Disney dining plan, making sure that the restaurants and entrees we're prioritizing are bona fide money savers. In 2025, the quick service dining plan, which will give you 2 quick service meals each day, costs $59.14 per adult per day. Meanwhile, the standard dining plan, which will give you 1 quick service meal plus 1 table service meal each day, costs $97.79 per adult per day. If you were to break it down further, 1 adult table service credit actually equals around $65, and 1 adult quick service credit actually equals around $27. So if your meal costs less than what a DDP credit is worth, you're already losing money by using the plan. So which entrees and restaurants are automatically going to help you save money versus lose it? Let's take a look. So character meals in Disney World are not cheap, and yet character meals in Disney World are a huge dining highlight for lots of us because they'll give you a lot of food and they'll allow you to mix and mingle with your favorite Disney characters, minus having to wait in a long line for them inside the parks. Now, some character dining experiences do take 2 dining credits. These include Cinderella's Royal Table, Akershus and Epcot, and Storybook Dining at Artist Point. But some of our favorite character dining only costs 1 table service credit and will give you a bang for your buck. These include Chef Mickey's at Contemporary Resort and 1900 Park Fair at Grand Floridian. Both of these dining experiences typically cost $69 per adult out of pocket. In the same vein, even if a table service restaurant doesn't have characters but still has a full buffet or family-style dining, which is where the unlimited eats are brought out to you, these restaurants are typically a great use of your table service dining credits too. The all-you-care-to-eat restaurant that I think is the best use of a single table service credit is Ohana over at Polynesian Village Resort. This is typically $65 per adult if you pay out of pocket for dinner. So you can really stretch your DDP dollar here if you order a Lapu Lapu alcoholic beverage to go along with your meal, which is usually $21, but comes included with the table service credit. Speaking of which, let's talk alcohol. Whether you're using a Disney dining plan credit at a table service restaurant or a quick service credit, you can choose from a selection of alcoholic beverages as your included drink if you're 21 and over. This is not how the dining plan started, but this is where we are now. So let's say you're dining at a table service restaurant like La Hacienda de San Angel in Epcot, and you order the Pescado del Dia for $42 and the flan for $12. Before tax and tip, this puts you at $54, which is under the amount that your Disney dining plan credit is actually worth. However, if you order a La Cava Avocado Premium Margarita to go along with it, that's an extra $18.50, bringing the overall value of your meal up to $72.50, which definitely makes your dining plan credit worthwhile. Now, not every alcoholic beverage at every restaurant is included in the plan. More often than not, drinks that aren't included, though, will be clearly listed on the restaurant menus online. It's always worth asking your server about just to make sure you're not ordering something that you're still going to have to pay for out of pocket. And of course, you're always going to get the biggest bang for your buck on the dining plan if you order the most expensive stuff on the menu, right? So when in doubt, choose the steak or expensive seafood. I always talk about the dining plan. If you're going to get the bang for your buck out of it, you just got to eat steak and lobster all week long. Now, normally steak entrees tend to be the priciest of the bunch. So aim high and go for that quality prime rib or filet whenever you can. I think this is important to keep in mind, especially if you or someone else in your group tends to not eat a whole lot of meat or is on a strict plant-based diet. Typically, plant-based dishes are going to be the most affordable options on these menus, so it might be hard to really get the full value of the plan if those are the entrees you tend to gravitate toward. That being said, you may still want to purchase the dining plan regardless for the convenience factor alone. Just have to talk it over with your group. If you're just paying for quick service meals out of pocket, normally you might not reach that $27 value that the dining plan gives you. For me, I could just head over to Woody's Lunchbox in Hollywood Studios and grab a kid's grilled cheese and a side of tomato soup and keep my meal under $11 easy. But that doesn't mean you can't find $27 quick service meals around the parks. You just have to know where to look. At Regal Eagle Smokehouse in Epcot, I can order the Memphis Dry Rub pork ribs for $16.49 and an alcohol-based Tennessee lemonade for $16.50 and bring my total to $32.99 before tax, which makes my quick service credit worth it. Now, here's something really cool you need to keep on your radar. One of the best meal deals you can use your Disney Dining Plan table service credits for while using the standard plan is a dining package. This is not only going to get you a meal, but will also allow you to reserve seating for fireworks. fireworks or a show. Currently, you can make reservations at select restaurants that offer the Fantasmic Dining Package over in Hollywood Studios by using your Disney Dining Plan table service credits. Now, this is a great deal. Here's a quick look at how much each package will cost credit-wise. So out of these options, which Fantasmic Dining package is going to give you the best bang for your buck? Now, you might be surprised by the answer, but it's going to be Hollywood and Vine for lunch or dinner, which out of pocket is usually an $81 meal. You can also use the Disney Dining Plan on Epcot Festival dining packages to get reserved seating for those specific concert series. Here's what the current lineup of restaurants with concert dining packages looks like. And keep in mind that dining package restaurants can and do change, so it's better to keep checking back for updated info instead of assuming all the dining packages will stay the same, in case Disney decides to throw a wrench in things later on. Honestly, the majority of these are going to be well worth the table service dining plan credit, and what I mean is booking a dining package that gets you VIP seating at a show or at the fireworks. The only ones that might lowball you a little bit are La Crêperie de Paris, which is typically $51 per adult out of pocket, Nine Dragons, typically $58, and Via Napoli, usually around $63. Then, of course, there's the 2-credit Le Cellier, which is typically $106 out of pocket per adult, so that's super pricey, but still doesn't add up to a combined 2 credits total. Reservations for dining packages can be made on the Disney World website or the My Disney Experience app, or by calling 407-WDW-DINE. Okay, we've got an incoming code to decipher, a QR code. Take out your spy devices now and scan the QR code you see on the screen, or hack into the mainframe by going to disneyfoodblog.com/DDP restaurants in order to unlock the free and full list of every single Disney World restaurant that accepts the Disney Dining Plan. Hurry, because the fate of the mission depends on this. No, not really, but still, this is an awfully nifty list to keep on hand. All right, Code Red Disney Dining Plan hacks. So now it's time to share some of my favorite secret ways to outsmart the Disney Dining Plan. First, eat at a 2-credit restaurant for 1 credit. Normally, Morimoto Asia at Disney Springs and Akershus Royal Banquet Hall at Epcot are considered 2-credit table service restaurants. However, there is a way that you can eat at either location for just 1 credit instead. At Morimoto Asia, choose to dine here for lunch instead of dinner to bring down the price from a 2-credit to a 1 credit. And at Akershus, book a meal here for breakfast instead of lunch or dinner, and you're going to see this princess character dining experience for 1 credit instead of 2. Now, be wary of spending your table service credits on breakfast options. Many times breakfast will be cheaper than lunch or dinner, so you might not get the best bang for your buck when using the Disney Dining Plan. That's not the case, of course, with like Akershus, where the breakfast is 1 credit and lunch and dinner is going to be 2 credits. So you're not going to basically pay the same amount of credits for what's essentially a lower cost meal at that one. But a good example is 1900 Park Fair. Now, dinner will cost you $69 per adult, breakfast is $58, but you're still going to pay the same 1 table service credit regardless of what mealtime you choose. So go for dinner on that one. Next top secret hack, mobile order. You can use your Disney Dining Plan credits while using mobile order. Now, to mobile order at a Disney quick service restaurant, just tap the little plus button at the bottom of your screen in the My Disney Experience app and you can select Order Food. Then choose a participating quick service restaurant and hit Begin Order. Pretty standard stuff, right? The only difference is that the app is actually going to let you know if your plan includes something that you accidentally forgot to order. So for instance, if you go to order a hot dog from Casey's Corner in Magic Kingdom and that's all you added to your purchase, then the app's going to notify you on the top of the screen saying something along the lines of, "Don't miss out, your dining plan allows you to add another standard beverage to your meal." The Disney World app will automatically apply your dining plan credits to all of your mobile order items, so you'll have to go through each item individually and choose, I don't want to use my dining plan for this item, if you'd rather pay for anything out of pocket and save some of your DDP creds for later. So it knows you're on the dining plan and it's going to apply your meals to the dining plan unless you tell it not to. Next, combine your quick service credits for a mega quick service option. In the days of yore, back before the year 2020, quick service credits could be broken up to give you 3 snack credits instead. This is no longer the case. However, that doesn't mean you can't use a little sorcery to purchase something you might not have realized you could with your quick service creds. For example, 2 quick service credits can get you a large butcher's board from the Polite Pig in Disney Springs. Now, this comes with pork shoulder, smoked chicken, brisket, and barbecue cheddar sausage, my favorite. favorite, etc., etc., etc. Now, usually this one will cost you $44, but it is meant to be split amongst 2 people. But anyway, you can get a large butcher board from the Polite Pig for 2 quick service credits, and it basically sort of feels like a table service meal. Now, here's something I found out on the Disney World website that's really interesting. I knew before that you could combine 2 quick service credits to purchase large pizzas at most resort food courts. But the really unique part about this deal is that you can potentially combine adult and kids meal credits to help pay for it. Kids ages 3 to 9 who are on the Disney Dining Plan quick service plan will cost $24.70 per night and $30.78 per night for the standard plan, meaning the average price of a quick service meal for kiddos comes to roughly $9.35. So instead of having to spend 2 adult quick service credits for a full pizza, you can possibly mix and match to help keep from overspending way too much on a pizza from the food court. It's also important to note that at some quick service locations, you might be able to use a kid's quick service credit on something that's considered an adult entree. For example, if you're at a location like Casey's Corner in Magic Kingdom, there's not a distinct kids menu that kids can order off of, so their quick service credits are pretty much free game to spend on whatever their heart desires. But at locations like Columbia Harbor House, there is a distinct kids menu, and the restaurant might be a little pickier about which credit types can be spent on what kinds of food. Now, I'm using words like potentially and possibly a lot because there may be some instances where this isn't going to happen. However, if you want to double check and see how your adult and kid quick service credit combo is going to work at the location you're currently in, chat with a cast member at the checkout to make sure the correct credits are applied to your purchase. Next tip, use your refillable mug as often as you can. Here's the cool thing about Disney's resort refillable mugs, included with your Disney dining plan. Regardless of which Disney resort you're staying in, you can pick up your refillable mugs at any participating resort quick service location and use them at any participating resort quick service location too. So if you're staying at Art of Animation, you're more than welcome to pick up your included refillable mugs at Centertown Market if you haven't picked them up elsewhere, and you can also use them at Centertown Market or at Pop Century or at Art of Animation. Any Disney Resort Hotel refill station you are able to use your mugs in. And don't forget, you can only refill your mugs at resort quick services, not park quick services. Now, you know we always say here at DFB, no snack credit left behind. They may not be the biggest reason why you're joining me on today's DDP mission, but you don't want to forget about your snack credit spendings. Because the moment you let them disappear through the cracks, your money disappears along with them. Recently, we just released a whole video about the best ways to use your snack credits in Disney World during your 2025 vacation. So I'm not going to linger on that point today. What I am going to help you do, however, is make sure that you don't arrive at the end of your trip with all these unused snack credits. Here are a few solid ways to use every snack credit and use them well, because I'm not lying to you. This happens. People pay for these snack credits and then they can't use them, they don't use them, and they lose that money. You're not going to get that refunded when you leave. So, number 1, use them across the Epcot Festival booths. If you already watched the best ways to use snack credits, you already heard about me oohing and eyeing over the dozens upon dozens of Epcot Festival booths that will accept your Disney Dining Plan snack credits. The great thing about the dining plan, though, is that you have an allotted amount of credits to use for your entire trip, and you can use them whenever you want. So let's say your Disney World vacation is a 4-day endeavor. This means you're going to get 1 snack credit per day, leaving you with 4 credits total per person. Now, you could split that up evenly across all 4 days and use 1 a day, or you could use all 4 in 1 day with no problem at a festival. That basically turns into a whole meal for you. And don't forget to grab extra sides with those leftover snack credits. A handful of restaurants, especially quick services, will let you use a Disney Dining Plan snack credit to pay for extra sides to go along with your meals. But not every side is going to be available as a snack credit purchase. However, it should be clearly labeled if it is. For example, let's head over to Flame Tree Barbecue inside Animal Kingdom. If you want to make sure an item is Disney Dining Plan eligible, you'll just look for that Disney Dining Plan snack credit symbol, which looks like this. And would you look at that? There are a few items on the Flame Tree Sides menu that have that emblem right next to them. Now, if you are running out of time, it is okay to get those prepackaged snacks. This is not my favorite way to use up the rest of my snack credits, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So if you've come to the tail end of your trip and you're still trying to use up the remainder of your snack credits, go ahead and stock up on the candy bags and the prepackaged Mickey Rice Krispie treats and the flavored popcorn or whatever other treats you can find sealed up and ready to travel at the Disney gift shops or confectionaries. They may not give you the best bang for your buck, but at least they'll give you some Disney munchies to enjoy in your car ride or plane ride back home, or maybe some gifts for some people you left back home. Now, above all, be flexible. I think Mrs. Incredible said it best. You need to be more flexible, and that's especially true when it comes to the dining plan. While most of your meals and purchases will be pretty straightforward, there might come a time when one restaurant will tell you one thing about the DDP and another may tell you something completely different. And that's not because a cast member at one location is wrong. It's just because, well, your mileage may vary depending on what the servers have been told and where you've decided to eat. The most important thing to do after asking about a specific dining plan rule is to accept whatever answer you receive and understand that this answer may not be set in stone for other locations. Here's a good example for you. At Chicken Guy in Disney Springs, you can use a quick service credit to get an entree and a drink, but you can't use one to get a combo with a side of fries. However, that's not the case for every quick service location. If you grab fish and chips from Yorkshire County Fish Shop in Epcot, you'll get both your fried fish and the French fries included in your quick service credit. Same thing for Columbia Harbor House in Magic Kingdom. You could get your lobster roll with a side of fries using the dining plan because both the sandwich and the fries are listed as the entree. But then there are the quick services that follow more of Chicken Guy's lead, like Connections Eatery at Epcot. If you order a French Bistro burger from here, it's going to be served to you without fries because the fries are listed as a side on the menu rather than as part of the entree. I know, it's enough to make your brain hurt, but I promise you the cast members will help you as best they can and make sure any confusion is ironed out before you order. So again, it never hurts to ask when it comes to the dining plan because there are no dumb questions when it comes to a service you're paying a lot of money for. Just brace yourself in case the answers end up not being what you hoped for. And remember, the cast members are just the messengers here when all is said and done. Okay, everybody, I think this mission has earned itself a seal of success. What about you? But your job's not done yet. Now it's up to you to keep the Disney Dining Plan momentum going, so here's what you can do next if you choose to accept it. You can check out our new Best Snacks for the DDP in 2025 video out on our YouTube channel now. Head over to dfbstore.com to pick up the DFB Guide to Maximizing the Disney Dining Plan, or download our free list of all the Disney Dining Plan restaurants available for your visit over at disneyfoodblog.com/DDP restaurants. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.